Bow, ba, bow, bow. Sound bow, 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 bow. Bow, ba, bow, 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 bow. Welcome to the Galactic Seabass channel, where we are sleep deprived and live here for Galactic Seabass Podcast number 40 with your host, me, Galactic Seabass. Hey, what's going on, guys? Nice to be here. Nice to meet you. Hey, my name's Sebastian. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Seabass for everybody else. What's going on, everybody? Let's rock and roll into today's episode number 40. We made it all the way to number 40. How crazy is that? I remember when I first started this little thingamajiggy, it's been over half a year. It's almost been a whole year of podcasting every Thursday. Thank you so much for being here for this journey, this adventure. We have been up for quite some time. It's been almost 24 hours at this point, and I'm very sleepy. However, I made an obligation to do this every week for you guys, so thank you so much for tuning in. Glad you're here to witness this incredible adventure, rock and roll. Well, let's hop to it. This week, let's see what happened. Oh man, I already forgot everything. No, let's see. We did some new comedy. You know, we goofed up over at the AC. It's an acronym. And that's all right. Yeah, this is going to be a squirrely one. Anyway, we did comedy at a new spot. You know, we got to do the Comedy Store again on Tuesday. That was fun. We cracked open the room during the open mic, and then afterwards we got to go over to Tony's. Tony's here in Ocean Beach, which was in the movie Anchorman. Kind of neat. One of the movies that made me move here to San Diego. So hey, let's go ahead and quick cheers for the city of San Diego. Stay classy. Rock and roll. Boy, those planes are pretty loud. Can't really help myself. You know, it's just one of those things. It's how we live. It's how we learn. I love, you know, this city. And I got to do comedy at Tony's, which, you know, I've only done karaoke there. It was kind of fun. It was this old open mic host that when I was a musician years and years and years ago, this guy was there. And so he asked if I was doing music. I said, no, I'm doing comedy. So he typically wouldn't let people do that, but he let me go up there. I did maybe 10 minutes. That was super fun. And then on Wednesday, today's Thursday, so this was yesterday. Last night I got to do Template again, which was super cool. They've been shut down for a little bit, and so instead of doing a Thursday open mic, they're going to do Wednesday mics, and Wednesday is the best foot traffic in Ocean Beach because of the farmers market. And then afterwards they'll have like a little dance thing at the end with a DJ. So instead of people trickling out by the end, it's sort of an influx, and that's just better rooms. So I just gotta work on the material. Before I did the set last night, I said, you know, just keep in mind it's a room full of pretty liberal hippies and just like really good vibes. And I said, don't talk about death, don't talk about politics. And I brought both of those things up during my set. So that was a weird call. However, we did it. We got it done. Set number 466 is in the books. I'm not even sure if I have enough room on this piece of paper to even go over how much room I have left. As you can see, like the only space I have left after 464 is this little corner page right here. And I don't think I can fit all those on that, honestly. This might have to take I'll do this in the off time. Typically I would write out that stuff during the thingamajiggy, but we are not doing that today. So we are here though. We are live. I do have a special little treat in store if you guys want to stay tuned. So just keep in there. I'm not really sure how long this thing's going to run, but we'll play the game, see how it goes. Thank you to everybody watching so far. Happy Valentine's Day, or happy day if you're single like me. Oh man, it's one of those things. Last night I was out and about, and something about PDA when you're single is disgusting. And when you're with somebody, it's fun and adventurous. It's just so off-putting to I was playing a game of pool. These people just kept making out in between the game, and then they won, and they probably got to go home and have coitus. And I got to be alone, and I went to work. Nobody tipped me. It sucked. Anyway, that's life. You have to go with the flow. Just one of those things. So we're here. We are late on the rent yet again, and yet we are here making a podcast because this is what I prioritize. Content creation, baby. That's it. Getting those video counts up one at a time. I did upload this video of a crackhead fighting a police officer here in Ocean Beach to my Galactic Seabass Instagram, and that is just about to pass 300,000 views. It's gotten me over 300 followers. I literally put no work into that video, and it's just kind of funny with all the work I put into on these different platforms for content creation. Like some random video of just some crackhead going bananas was enough to get a small viral sensation, and it's just, what's the point of trying to make all of this stuff? I've made so many things over the years, and it doesn't seem like it's amounted to anything. So I keep trying. Boy, oh boy, we're here. My YouTube video count will prove that I've been trying for quite some time. And, you know, that it is what it is. Cheers to trying. I've succeeded in small regards. It's just, I don't know. So many things I've wanted to do, and I still have so many I want to do. I've accomplished a lot, but there's a lot yet to be done. And so far, it just feels like I'm working 12 hours a day, so I don't even have time to, like, go on those expenditures. Or that's when you buy something. Expeditions to, you know, create these certain types of media, whatever format it may be. I don't know. I wish I had a little bit more free time, so I'm trying to utilize the time that I do have, but there's only so much, and I find myself doom scrolling all the time. I just realized I wasted an hour or 7, and that's not a good one. So yeah, don't do that. Doom scrolling is bad. Yeah, I wish there was somewhere I was planning on going to transition from that to something else. That would be really useful. Right now, my brain is at about 2% capacity, and I'm utilizing everything I have left for this episode. Golly, I wish I had something to talk about. I don't know. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. I'm going to be at the Comedy Store on March 26th in Los Angeles, going head-to-head with Mitch Ryan for a roast battle. So that will be pretty cool. And if you are going to be in the general Los Angeles area, I would love for you to swing by and see me in person, go live, and duke them out. That should be fun. Really excited for that one. Shouts out to Pat Barker for the opportunity. That should be really cool. Yeah, who knows how many sets I'll be by then. Maybe it could be my 500th. If I can cram in, I have like a month and 2 weeks, something like that. Month and 11 days, if today's the 15th of February. Yeah, that's what's going on. And happy Black History Month. That's it. Oh boy. Anyway, yeah, rock and roll. This is definitely one of those episodes where a guest would be convenient. However, I do have a special surprise. There's real people watching this, and I feel very thankful that you're here. I just wish I had something to go off of and do. Yeah, dude, I don't know. That was, we did some comedy. I've got some poems here. It's Valentine's Day, so I could read a poem that I wrote. And cheers to everybody. There's a lot of planes today. This episode might be shorter than 20 minutes. I have no idea. I'm not really feeling like myself today, so. Okay, well, this is the first page. Original date unknown. October 28th, 2022. Are we full of wisdom, or is this naivety? Searching for answers, clinging to a memory, waiting for something to show you the way, all the while knowing there will never come a day. Once in a while I imagine it all, photos of you and I framed on the walls, Oh, how I wish I could hold your hand. Hopefully one day you can understand. There was a moment I held you in my arms. No way for me to know you were capable of harm. It wasn't like you meant to. It wasn't your intention. Maybe all my feelings I never should have mentioned. If it's the end of the ride, I guess it's time to get off. Except I'm not sure where I am. In fact, I think I'm very lost. I hope I'm in your thoughts as you. For now, I'll close my eyes and reminisce upon a better time. I'm pretty certain this is something that I'm good at. Letting people walk all over me, just like a doormat. Use me and abuse me. I keep giving them the power. Silly of me to think I could be the man that she is proud to call her own. Oh, spicy. And that is a poem by me. Yeah, that's sad, but whatever. It is what it is. There's lots of songs and little things I've written over the years. This one's kind of fun. This one, I wrote it in like the idea of like Andre 3000. If he was doing a cipher. Okay, I will do this one too. The ending I'm really not too like stoked on. However, if you're watching my podcast, it's very small right now, so it's a niche community, and I'm happy to share this piece of my puzzle with you. So this is several untitled pieces that I kind of like jumbled together. I made them 10/20/22, 5/24/22, and 6/28/22. So it was like a 5-month gap. All right. I stare at the pyre as you add fire. I admire the traits about you that get me higher. There's no denying that liars speak the loudest. Tell me what inspires insanity. Blinded by the light behind the wheel, it's hard to see. Reality is merely perspective. To each their own, let it be. Narcissism Narcissism knows no bounds, especially once the sun goes down. You shouldn't be on this side of town. All you need to do is take one look around to realize that smiles have been flipped. Faded frowns upon all these men reduced to clowns. Red nose climbing up the flagpole. Hard to do when you're a tadpole. Swimming in the ocean. Bigger fish won't think twice. Swallow you whole. No control. Lost the remote. Stick around. Lay on the couch. Watch another episode. Eyelids start to fall towards the bridge of my nose. Here I go, about to doze off in a dreamland. No plan, but they say tomorrow is another day, which works in your favor when tomorrow never comes. How do you expect to make dollars when you don't make sense? How can you worry about bills when you're late on the rent? Why'd nobody ever show Aretha Franklin respect? I think to myself as my mirror image reflects from the surface of the sea, staring back at me. Although it's murky, no idea what's underneath. I feel secure as the sand engulfs my feet, an eternal current battle, similar to tug of war. Eventually everything will find itself upon the shore. Woo! Spicy. All right, cool. And there's my mom dropping mom-like comments in the thing. That is what moms do, and that is definitely a reality. I'm very grateful for you. Okay, thanks. It is pretty sweet. It's probably, I had a friend recently, his mom passed away, and his mom can't write goofy little messages like that in the chat, so I am grateful for you, as goofy as you are. So thanks, Mom. Good morning to you too. And we are here. We are live, and I am on the brink of a mental collapse. However, we are podcasting here on episode 40 on the Galactic Seabass channel. Thanks for being here. Like, share, subscribe. I've got a Patreon up now available. The Patreon is in the description. For $2 a month, you can access all the stuff that I can't put on YouTube. There's going to be behind the scenes content. We've got comedy sets. I'm going to put my movie up there so that it will only be viewable if you purchase it for money. And that is pretty neat. Now, where are we? What are we doing? I am in Ocean Beach, California, here on February 15th. It's beautiful. It's sunny out. Been awake for 27 hours, and I'm quite sleepy. However, that's life. And, you need to do what you gotta do to make sure these bills get paid, baby. But how can you worry about bills when you're late on the rent? It's a great line. I can't believe I put that in my poem. Everything is coming full circle as it would. You know, when I started my comedy journey, the second time around, which was really the first time around for in reality. The first time I didn't take it seriously at all, but the second time is when I really kind of realized I might be able to do this. It all started at the Comedy Store, and now I get to go back to the Comedy Store and do a real set where I'll, be a real performer. And I'm really excited to have all my friends from LA come out and say what's up, and you know, that's pretty neat. I have a lot of friends who've gone on to be successful musicians and artists in certain regards, and so it's kind of cool to, get my own little time to shine in the spotlight. So I'm very grateful. Thank you very much for that opportunity, and I'm very stoked to go ahead and rock this little shindig. That should be a fun one. Grateful for life, as hard as it is sometimes. Just have to look at the bright side. There's always a silver lining, even on a mushroom cloud. So, sometimes it's hard to see the light, though, when you're wearing a blindfold. That blindfold is duct taped to your face inside of a ski mask that you're wearing backwards. Inside of a backwards hoodie that you've got the hoodie over. So, but that light's still there. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You just have to keep striving and keep going towards your goals and reaching for the moon. Shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Even though the closest star to Earth is, I believe, 4.5 light years away, and light travels at 186,000 miles a second. So you go ahead and do the math on that one. And I believe the moon is actually closer. They should say shoot for the stars, because even if you miss, you'll land on the moon. That would be the correct scientific way to put that, but that doesn't sound as cool when you write that in a birthday card. So, it is what it is. Rock and roll. Here we are discussing science somehow. I didn't even know that was possible. Oh boy. Oof, I really picked a strange space for this table. And, this little setup didn't used to be here. I built this little thing. When I went to Las Vegas a few weeks ago with my mom, I absolutely blacked out in the casino after the party. And when I got home, I found this little music note in my pocket. I don't know. Got this through the airport. It's very heavy. It's like a cool little paperweight. This is now part of the podcast. We're going to add that in, because I like music, and music is cool. So, if anybody has anything to say at all, drop it in the chat, besides my mom. Or say something, Mom. You got a question? I will go ahead and answer it. Rock and roll. We are here. We are live. I am Sebastian. How are you doing? We've already gone for 2 skateboard sessions with my dog this morning. That was pretty cool. Went around the neighborhood. He's very happy, and right now he is absolutely destroying a tennis ball on the couch, and because he wants to be a part of the podcast. However, he does not speak English because he is a dog. So I am going to leave the English speaking up to me, and we'll go ahead and take care of this together. Thanks for being here, everybody. Rock and roll. I think your son is such a nice guy. Good job. Oh, that's so cool. Hey, that's Mike. Mike also put on a performance night at the Template. Template was pretty cool tonight. It was definitely a switch up from the vibe, I'm telling you. There was, I'd say, at least like a 90-person room when I was doing comedy. I'd say probably about 20 of them were focused on the performance itself. There was a lot of side conversations going on. I think a dedicated performance in that venue would be absolutely astounding. I have an idea for a show that I was talking to the manager about, and I think it would be a really, really cool production. I think it's $700 for a night, a non-weekend night. So if I can sell tickets to just cover that cost, then I could do this comedy show. That's I don't know, 70 tickets at $10, or less tickets at $15. That'd be pretty cool. I'd have to get a really good repertoire of comedians and try to be able to pay people too. So I pretty much want to make like $1,000 on that show. I've never really put on a show before, but I have an LLC and a dream, and I don't know. I know funny people, and I'm decently funny, so I could probably put on a show. Why not? Yeah, I've done a lot of other things. If I put my mind to it, I usually just get it done. So all it takes is money. So if you would like to support the podcast, there are several ways to do that down below. Cashapp, Venmo, and now we got a Patreon. Patreon? I don't really know how you pronounce it. All I know is don't call me a patsy. Just subscribe, please. Please. Just kidding. That was acting. Oh man, I got a text yesterday. I signed up for this singing competition TV show thing. I don't know why. I'm on Backstage and it was an offer. So this lady texted me back. She's like, "Can't find any clips of you singing. Just stand up." And so I sent her the link. The whole account is just me singing. So if I need to audition for anything, it's 30 different vocal ranges from, oh man, from Cyndi Lauper to Alice in Chains to, just go watch it. I don't know. It's at ESS music. SF. You know. Boy, oh boy, I can't believe how long we've made it so far. Are we 20 minutes into this thing? We are exactly 20 minutes in. Why don't you use drums? How can you do drums in, you mean, that's it. That's all you could do. I mean, okay, if you can go, there's a stand-up special called Stand Up for Drummers by Fred Armisen. It's really good. If you like drums and comedy, it's pretty good. Hey, remember the orange? That's only going to make sense if you watch the special. But Trey Cool's in that. It's so sick. Like, I remember going to see Green Day, and I had this sign that said it would be Trey Cool to play drums with Green Day. And Trey means very in French, so it'd be very cool to play drums with Green Day. And this dude lifted me on his shoulders, and I held the sign above my head. And Trey, while playing drums, looked at me, squinted to read it, and then went, no. And I just went, he looked at me! Wow! Like, it was a great moment. I could care less. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's definitely a true story. Green Day was awesome. I wrote a letter and I had a CD in it about how, like, meaningful the band was to me, and I gave it to the merch people, and I don't even know if they like work for the band. I think it's just like a separate entity. And I don't know. I don't think they ever got that letter. So, Green Day, if you're watching this podcast, did you get my letter? You never wrote me back. Don't make me go Stan on you, okay? Stan of Suburbia. That's funny. That was a good Green Day Eminem joke. That's pretty decent, though. Rock and roll, dude. We're here. We're doing this. Yeah, I have no energy. I'm at my wit's end. I did 2 poems. I talked about my week. Oh, the thumbnail, in case you're curious, I am, I don't know, like 50, 60 feet above the ground, and I don't know if you can notice with my hands, but I'm doing a rock and roll with my one arm that's hanging on, and then the other one's taking a selfie. And that all happened while sleep deprived. And yeah, I went out. I met some cute ladies. I saw my ex. She was in the 3rd row of the comedy show. That was weird. That's never happened before. Just kept making eye contact with her. And she would laugh every once in a while, but it was weird. I didn't like that. So hopefully that never happens again. Anyway, it was pretty fun. We had a good time. Yeah, Andy's out playing right now. Ollie skateboarded, and maybe we could, play a little catch before I go to sleep. And yeah, we owe money, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. That's just life. We got some comedy done. I went to work. I gave a whole bunch of people rides to the airport and homes from parties, and gave all these happy couples rides back home. Got promised a lot of tips that never came. Just, I'd say about 85% of people that are like, I got you, bro. Got you with a fat tip. They don't leave a tip at all. They're just flexing for their friends. It's kind of awful. So if you're one of those people, just stop doing that. Just punch me in the face and stop giving me false hope. It hurts, right? It's like a soul uppercut. It stinks. It stings and it stinks. It's like a smelly punch. I don't know. That was the dumbest thing I've said in a long time. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you very much. Life's hard. And you're beautiful. Fuck. It's a poem I wrote once. That's a real 5-6 word poem. Dot, 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 dot. Yeah, 6. 6 words. Pretty sweet. Hey, 4 people. That's pretty sweet. Hi, how are you today? Happy belated Valentine's to you all. I hope everybody was able to reach their genital satisfaction. I think I might have gotten away with that. That was pretty well worded. Nice job, me. Thanks, me. You're welcome. Thanks for being here on the Galactic Seabass Podcast, where your boy is sleep deprived and thriving. Hey! I have to cough and it's impending. I don't want to do it on camera, but I have to. Please excuse me. Okay, we're better now. So, where's this picture? As you can see behind me, there's a picture of the total solar eclipse. Now, I took this photograph in 2017 in Prineville, Oregon, at the Global Eclipse Gathering. And there is going to be another total solar eclipse in April 2024 here in the great country of America, in the heartland of Texas. And my great friend Kayla reached out to me and said that she has a cart camping pass. And if I can get myself, the funds to make sure that this little fella's taken care of for a week, get myself a ticket, then I can, potentially make another one of those cool little vlog series. And I was talking to Andrew about the idea of maybe getting it commercially booked through some kind of, production agency that would be able to throw me a budget so that I could make a really cool video. Because there's certain festival footage that, shines above others. And I really think, there's a lot of potential for what could happen. So, I have high hopes. And if you know anybody that has the ability to make something like that happen, please reach out and send them please reach out with some of my videos, from Oregon, from LIB, from Burning Man, from all kinds of different events over the years. But we've done it all, and I don't know. I've just watched these videos of dudes going to I can't speak. I watched these videos of guys going to Coachella, and they're shooting for Samsung, they're shooting for Apple, and they're just making the worst videos. No charisma, just boring. They're not doing anything, they're not interacting with people, they're not showing what's really possible. Give me a shot, man. I am ready to go. I always have been, and just wanted somebody to believe in me. And I never really have been. So that's why I stopped making the vlogs, if anybody really wants to know. It hurt. It costs so much to invest into going to do those things every year, and it amounted to nothing. Yeah, I got views. There's no monetary income that came from that though. So that was all just me. I'm the filmer, I'm the editor, I'm the producer, the director, the actor. It's a lot, the storyboard artist. And to do that every single time in a multi-series thing, especially during the festival season, is really tough. It's grueling. So I didn't like doing that, honestly. It was fun for a time, where it was just kind of a neat thing to do, and I still believed in it. I had this idealistic personality that if I keep at it, somebody will pick me up. and it just didn't happen. So, like, there's a few that kind of got bumped more than others, but none of them ever passed 100K. And it's just one of those things. So it is what it is, and just got to keep going, keep grinding. So that's why we're here. We're on the 40th podcast. A lot of people would have given up by now, but not me, baby. I don't even sleep. I just cast. Channel 5 News YouTube announced it was hiring. Really? Like Andrew Callahan? That would be insane. Yo, Galactic Seabass and Channel 5 collab. That's huge. Yo, if you could do me a favor and send me some kind of a link to that on Instagram or not Facebook, or just text me. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that would be amazing. Wow. I love that dude. That dude single-handedly changed the game of journalism just by providing content that actually matters to the people and showing that people are still interested in truth. He's doing what Vice used to do like 10 years ago. When they would get real guerrilla and nitty gritty, they'd go hang out with like drug manufacturers and cartel members and black market dealers. And now they're just like, what's the best vanilla to put in your latte? Like, screw Vice, they just suck now. Channel 5 is sick. So it used to be. I'm wondering if Channel 5 is Andrew Callahan's personal one, because I know that he used to have that one show. Oh my gosh, what it was so popular for a little bit, but it got bought by a conglomerate company, and he lost the rights to his old show. So I think he started Channel 5 as a counterpoint, and it's obviously he that the people want to see. So it didn't matter what the production was. If he wasn't there, they weren't going to watch it. It was, all gas, no brakes. That was the name of it for sure. And yeah, that entity got demolished because they took him out. And yeah, wow, that'd be crazy. I would absolutely love to collaborate with that dude. Andrew, if you're listening, I'm ready to go. Let's party. I will cross the border with you. I think that's the last video he put out. He literally put a documentary of him crossing the border like as an illegal. The dude is on it. He is journalism right now. There's no way, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That dude's absolutely crushing the game, if you want to call the game a thing. But yeah, compared to the mainstream media, I'd trust him over anything else. Over we had 4 years of nonsense, and then now why would I have any inclination to believe you? You lied to me so blatantly for such a long period of time, and I just can't take it anymore. I have no interest in listening to anything that you have to say. So it's out. I don't know how many Americans feel like me, but that's how I feel about Fox, NBC, CBS, MSNBC. They're all trash. I don't care. You all lied, and I'm over it. So just going to let this year play out as it will. And I think when you start to talk to people versus what you see on television, you start to see things a little more clearly, to see it through, the real mindset of Americans living through it versus these kind of public entities these news stations create to, give voice to reason. But really, we all have that same voice of reason in our heads, so it all makes sense. Even though nothing really makes sense right now. The world's so crazy. I don't understand any of it, but we're here. We're there. Yeah, seriously. If you could send me a link to the hiring thing, that would be awesome. I will blast that dude with emails. And, yeah, how long have we been? 34 minutes. What have I talked about? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, that booty is bodacious. Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I'm getting squirrely here, folks. This is the end of the line. All right. Well, we got some stuff we're gonna throw in our comedy box real quick. I've had this. Uh, my lottery numbers. That's pretty cool. I won't be doing that, but I do like the little poem on it. Every man is a volume if you know how to read him. I like that a lot. And I believe that's very true. So I'd like to be able to learn to read myself one day. I'm going to throw this in my little comedy box. And my buddy Kelly went ahead and drew me, it's like a little bike shop. It says C Bike. Oh, and there's something on the other side too. That's cute. It's like a little happy dude. It says live righteously and love everyone. And I like that a lot, so I'm gonna throw that in my box. You're in my box now, boys. And that's where you shall reside until the end of days. And I lost everybody. Nice. Rock and roll. Well, we had fun. We did it. Oh, my boys are playing. Andy's back, stopping by to say hello. Oh, man. Thank you so much for being here with me today. This was kind of a wild one. I feel like for the 40th episode, we have to make it to at least 40 minutes. That is a requirement. And as I hear that, I believe I hear a plane approaching. So, to everybody watching this video with me here today, cheers. Thanks for being here. Rock and roll. Not so bad. I got the laundry done too. I went and did laundry this morning and I got it all folded and put away. And it's all clean and that feels good. That feels the best. Now my bed's all clean. Sometimes I'll just have all the laundry on there and I'm really tired. I'll just get in there and get under the covers in the morning. It's on all sides of the bed on the floor, and all that work I put in to make it clean just was for naught. And that's not the case today. We folded everything from the socks to the towels. We can you recycle dryer sheets? I've always recycled dryer sheets, but I don't know if that's a recyclable item. I wish I could recycle everything. Then again, I feel like when they pick up the garbage, I'm pretty sure they just dump it all in the same thing. I've spent countless hours, if you added up the time, rinsing out cans and cups and containers. And I just wonder where it really goes after it goes in that bin. I try to put in the work. I separate everything, but I watched the dump truck one time. It just dumped everything at the same time. Like, what? One side is garbage, and one side says recycling. That's what it says. I don't know. There's only so much we can do, you know. Just gotta keep living this life. Cool. Somebody said goat. That's dope. Thank you very much, Patrick C. I think I'm far from the greatest of all time, but pretty snazzy. So thank you. And also, there's something behind my back that's been bothering me for like a year because I just refuse to open it. I guess that's time. Alright, what's in here? This was a gift from my ex. And apparently you can make t-shirt and stuff. It's pretty cool. Whoa. What is this? Test exposure time. Oh. Alright. Stencils. Oh, cool. That's sick. Then we got this board. Clear frame. Peel off protective covering to reveal clear acrylic frame. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Cool. That's sick. We got stencils. Cool. This is like really neat. Transparency film. Easy screen stencil is only as good as the artwork. Whoa. No way. Okay, well this seems like not a thing for the podcast. Pretty cool though. And then colors. Wow, that's very sweet. Thank you so much. It's a belated Valentine's Day gift. That's actually really cool. I'll make a t-shirt. It sounds fun. Sounds kind of neat. I don't know how to do it, but we'll figure it out. Alright, well that's gonna go there. As we drop everything. Saved it. Haha. Alright. And we got a free bag. Oh my gosh, there's so much dust in this bag. Rock and roll. And then my mom got me this really cool paint by numbers. Makes a big heart on the beach. That's pretty cute. Maybe I'll go down to the beach and make that. It sounds kind of fun. There's a whole bunch of art stuff. Oh, and there's this thing. I really wanted to open this, like on camera. The jelly balloon ball. Reusable, portable. Bounce it, squeeze it. It's a balloon that becomes... You know what? If I open this, actually, Ollie will eat this thing to smithereens. So I will save it for a special occasion. Sounds like fun. And is that it? We went through everything? Rock and roll. I've had this pillow since I was a little kid. I love this pillow. Little safety. Good pillow. Oh yeah, rock and roll. I won this guy in a claw machine. Kind of cool. Has the same font as my logo. Little Star Wars stuff. So shout out to the Galaxy and all the Galactics out there. You guys are the best. Welcome to the Galactic Seabass channel. My name's Sebastian. We're doing this every Thursday. Rock and roll! Every time a plane goes over, we cheers. That's what we do here. There's a lot of planes in the morning. I live like right by the airport. So that's how we do it. Hey, we made it to 40 minutes. Nice. We could keep going to an hour, but I really don't care. That's the truth. I care about you guys. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great weekend. Hope all your dreams come true. I wish you the best of luck in all your endeavors in this life. Truly. I hope all the good things happen to you. And only the bad that needs to. You know? Because you can't really just have good stuff happen all the time. Otherwise, eventually it stops feeling good. So you have to have bad things happen every once in a while so that you can appreciate how good the good things are. However, it stinks when it's just like bad things, bad things, bad things, bad things. And then you get like a little good thing. That's kind of cool. But then you know that more bad things are coming. So it's a hard place to be. But you try to stay cheery. And keep your head up. And, know the times where you need to keep your head down. And just keep on pushing through. So that's what we're doing here, baby. We got a lot done today. And I wanted to make sure I made a podcast too. And again, if you look at the thumbnail, I am standing above certain death while one-handed, only 2 fingers are holding my entire lifeline on at that point. Maybe 3. My thumb's not a finger. But I was rock and rolling. I've rock and rolled in every thumbnail, I'm pretty sure, thus far. So we weren't going to break any kind of traditions, especially on a number as critical as 40. So thank you so much for being here on the Galactic Seabass Podcast, number 40, with your host, me, Sebastian Fowler. As always, a.k.a. Seabass Jokes on Instagram or TikTok or whatever that you're using these days. Actually, that's all that it's on. So if you search me on another platform, I guess I wouldn't be there. So yeah, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube is Galactic Seabass. Started a new podcast, TikTok, at the Galactic Seabass Pod. I was going to make it the Galactic Seabass Podcast, but I have to wait until March 15th because you can only change your username every 30 days. So it'd be funny if somebody took it by then. Let's see. Yeah, we've got a show coming up February 21st. So that's 6 days. U31 in North Park. And we have March 1st, Quantum Brewery. March 26th, the Comedy Store, LA. I'm not really sure when the tickets will be available for that, but as soon as they are, I'll throw them in the thing. If you would like to support the podcast, there are several ways to do it. I got Cash App, Venmo, and my Patreon. My new Patreon is in the bio or the description, and it has access to exclusive content behind the scenes. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff on there. So keep your eyes peeled. Only $2 a month. Help me out. Keep the channel alive so I can make more content for you guys. Really appreciate you being here today. They call me Seabass. This was a podcast, and I really appreciate you being here. Last, check in the comment section. You guys are so great. Thank you so much for being here today. Thanks for chatting with me, everybody. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment box. I would love to answer them on the next episode. If you want some advice or you just want to send me something, word-wise, send me an email at galacticseabass@gmail.com. Appreciate you very much for tuning in to this episode today. I know it's kind of a squirrely one, but you know what? We did it. We're here. We rocked, we rolled, baby. We're sleep deprived and thriving. Alive and well. Thanks for being here. One more cheers. And I believe that is going to do it for it here. I believe that is going to do it for us here today on the Galactic Seabass channel. Appreciate you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Make sure to manifest all your destinies. Go carpe those DMs. And I will see you next Thursday. Thanks for tuning in. Rock and roll. And transmission. There's literally no way out of here. You guys are the best. Have a great rest of your day.